What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy, Dead on Dave, and we are here once again for that show you can't get enough of with the really creepy graphics. It's 5 random questions, and of course, you know the man who's sitting next to me. Don't worry, it's not the reincarnation of Dylan Klebold. No, it is the one.
No.
The only. It's Jeff the Huff Huffman, who's in the hot seat today, man. You're a brave man coming on 5 random questions.
Yeah, well, I almost did live up to the reincarnation of Dylan Klebold today. God, I'm pretty sure every single idiot in St. Louis was at the store today. I'm convinced.
What are you doing? Are you getting your tight 5 ready for the Comedy Store? Jesus Christ, that's wonderful. Let me tell you about grocery stores.
People walking a half mile per hour. When you go to the store, know what you're going for.
Jeff, this isn't a regular show.
God.
As much as I love hearing you rage about, everyday life, you're here to answer my questions, fucko. You ready to play this game? Because you know how this works. You know how it works.
No.
Okay, well, let me give you the rundown, because you know how it works. I ask you 5 questions. You have to answer them because you're bound by law to do so. You're going to answer those questions as best as you can. If you answer them to my satisfaction, then you get to turn the tables at the end and ask me any one question your sick little heart desires, and I will answer it on my honor as Dead on Dave. And it doesn't get more honorable than that. I mean, geez, you swear on a Dead on Dave oath, you're talking some real shit. So before we get to it, why don't you tell all the kids...
Obviously, it means more than the U.S. court of law.
Yeah, no shit there. Before we get going immediately, why don't you tell all the kids exactly who you are, where you're from, as far as YouTube. Nobody cares about, your backstory. But your YouTube life, man. Where can they find you? What do you do on YouTube? What's your deal?
You can find me on YouTube at GrandSlam87. Do a lot of video game stuff there. Baseball. Baseball is my main thing, obviously.
Obviously.
Yeah. No, but we touch on I touch on a bunch of other sports, hockey. I'll probably get back to football sometime in the future.
Yeah.
Mainly just to laugh. mainly just to laugh at awful people. But
he's from St. Louis, folks.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Big St. Louis fan. Do a bunch of video game stuff. Do a bunch of workout stuff over there as well. Which I imagine you'll have a question on that.
Of course.
Okay.
Because everybody wants to get buff with the Huff. So yes, we'll be talking about that.
No, I tell people how to get fat.
That's right. That's the important thing. You also do another thing that, we both do. We're both part of the legendary Shot from the Point team over there with Tommy C and the whole gang. Jeff is basically capo di familia up in that bitch. He's a made man now. Kicking ass and taking names. Basically the main co-host over there, doing a lot of good things with Tommy all the time. It's Jeff Huffman. Make sure you check him out.
But you can check us out live in about an hour or so.
About an hour, yeah. Well, they're not watching this. This will be up afterwards.
Never mind. I'm awful at everything I do.
Time travel, folks. Time travel, folks. You should have already watched Shot from the Point live.
You should have already watched that. But if you didn't, go watch it after you watch this.
Exactly. Exactly. There you go.
I am just terrible.
Yeah, it's all right. I'm terrible too. All right, you ready to answer these questions, Jeffy?
I suppose.
All right, let's do it, man. Question number 1. I think you're going to like this first question. Okay.
Right.
If you knew 100% that you can get away with punching someone right in the face right now, no repercussions, who would it be, and would you actually do it?
Who could I... Well, obviously I'm going to do it, but... wow.
You get 1 free punch to anybody in the world.
I get 1 free punch. Well, let's see. Colin Kaepernick just climbed that ladder a bunch the last couple days, but man. Wow, that is
I bring the heat, Jeff. I don't fuck around.
You know
I bring the serious questions.
I think just because I've said this so much on Shot from the Point, it's a hockey thing. Just because I've said it so much, and just because I can't stand this guy because he's such a freaking vagina. Duncan Keith.
Oh, okay.
Duncan Keith. Cronky was in the running, but he probably just paid to have a force field. So
exactly.
I don't want to break my hand.
No. Duncan Keith, and then you'll stand over him and say, wakey, wakey.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes.
There you go. I like that answer. Duncan Keith. People are like now Googling, what's a Duncan Keith? Because it's hockey and nobody knows hockey.
It's hockey, and everybody just clicked off.
Exactly. If they were clicked on in the first place. I mean, it is a
Right.
fat guy here, so who knows. Question number 2. Everybody knows that you've been working at this for a while now. You do your thing with us. You co-host shows here. You co-host shows with Tommy C. Where do you see yourself, not only in YouTube, but in life in 5 years?
Life in 5 years?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I see. I tricked you up. I went with a frivolous question, and now I'm bringing the serious shit. You didn't realize what you walked into here. Dead on Dave punching you in the baby maker.
Where do I see myself in 5 years?
Yeah, where do you want to be?
Ideally working for, if I could work at a radio station, a sports radio station, I would be happy with that. I would be really happy with that.
That's a good answer.
Basically what I do right here and on Shopping the Point. Maybe
But you want to get paid for it.
Yes. Yeah.
Ideally, making money off of it would be. That's
money's
a good answer.
money's good.
Money's good.
Yeah.
Greed, money and greed, they go hand in hand. A little bit is, greed at least. A little bit of greed's okay. A lot of bit of greed can destroy you. A little bit of money
Destroyed my football team.
Yes, it did. Question number 3. You ready for this one?
No.
Boom. We all know that you're a superhuman when it comes to physical fitness. And of course, we know you have that new show, Getting Buff with the Huff, where you show everybody how to get themselves into better shape. So let me ask you this. What is the biggest mistake you see people making in the gym when trying to better themselves physically?
Just the form. Just the form of whatever exercise it is.
You think that goes to a long way to having people quit is because they're not doing it right, so they're either hurting themselves or making it harder for themselves.
And they're not seeing any results whatsoever. I mean, there's a bunch of people that I see, plus doing the same exact workout every single day. Like, there's a number of people, because I'm up there pretty much every day now, even on my one off day during the week. I still go up there and do something because it'll eat away at me all day if I don't. Sure. I got to do something. But I see people come into the gym, when they go up there and they do the exact same workout, like time. Like, they'll be there for an hour. I mean, I can look over and I know exactly what they're going to be doing.
And they make no changes and they get no results.
Zero. Goose egg. Goose egg.
That's a good tip.
Plus, and this is just going to be a couple pet peeves of mine. Stack the weights right. There should be no reason that when I want to get a 10-pound weight, that I have to dig in between two 25s and a 45.
That's just
plus
bad etiquette.
And when I get up to get a drink, just to go fill up my water bottle, and my stuff is clearly right there in front of the machine, that does not signify that I am done with it.
Yeah.
And then you proceed to go on that machine for 10 minutes and do nothing. Nothing. Oh.
The rage is real, people. The rage is real. All right, fair enough. That's good. I like that everything just gets you on the point of rage. It's wonderful. Do not go shoot up anybody.
It's a good thing, but they can't see it because I have the mask on.
That's true. Which doesn't make you any more creepy at all. No, not at all.
Oh, you should have seen the looks I would get wearing that thing when I first started using it. Oh,
now everyone's a douche, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Question number 4. We all know that you also have a little bit of love towards the wrestling industry. You do a lot of wrestling stuff here as well. You always like to talk with me. You're always watching the terrible product of WWE and all that stuff. So, of course, I got to throw in a wrestling question. If you could be in the wrestling biz, like I just got you in, and you see your career spanned out before you, let me ask you this. Who would be your dream tag team partner, manager, and greatest rival? You can pick anybody.
Oh,
You want to be a wrestler?
wow.
You start off with the tag team division. Who'd be your all-time legendary tag team partner? Who would you love to team with?
Oh my God. Wow. uh,
That's a
wow.
good one.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it is. Okay, so we got tag team partner, biggest rival, and what was the second one?
Manager. Who would you pick as your
Manager.
manager?
Okay. My all-time tag team partner.
Who's the guy that you would pick if you could pick from anybody to tag with? Would it be Bret Hart? You know what they say. You pick a Canadian and everything will be okay, Jeff. You want to pick Bret Hart, the Hitman.
Because I want going back to the gym here. I like variety.
There you go.
I like variety. Um. Well, I mean, I respect the hell out of Cena. That'd just be cool in general.
Ooh,
Just
the Huff and Superman together. Oh,
right,
I kind of like that. Yeah.
I do love me some CrossFit Jesus.
Seth Rollins.
Only as a not only as a wrestler, but as a dude. Which again, I don't know why he's a heel, but
Yeah,
whatever.
no. I could see you and Seth Rollins. I like that. I kind of like that.
Yeah.
Well, remember, he's dangerous, Jeff. He might drop you on your head.
He is dangerous. He is dangerous. The only thing that I'm going to be in danger in with Seth Rollins is he's going to accidentally send me his nudes. I mean,
That's always possible. That's right. You might get a dick pic. Yeah, who knows? Who
that
knows?
Seth Rollins is a good-looking guy. So I mean,
There you go. Exactly. You couldn't even
Yeah.
be that upset about it. That's true. So would it be Seth Rollins? That'd be your tag team partner?
yeah. Well, let's go Rollins.
Okay,
Let's go Rollins. I love me some Rollins.
Who would be your manager if you can have anybody that would propel you to the next level? Who would you pick to be your manager? This should be
Paul
an easy
Heyman.
one.
Paul Heyman, because I don't have to talk.
Oh, you pick Heyman. See, like me, as much as I love Heyman, I'd still pick Bobby Heenan. I mean, but you're a different era. You're a different era.
Yeah.
You didn't watch back
then. I haven't watched enough.
You really don't know the greatness of Bobby Heenan.
Right.
I mean, I'll forgive that. You're a young man, Jeff. I'll forgive it.
Well, could I also take this generation's Bobby Heenan?
You definitely could. There's no wrong answer.
Corey Graves. I mean,
ooh,
because he could just make fun of people. I mean,
I love that answer, Jeff. Picking Corey Graves, flip the script on everybody and say, I'm not even picking anybody current. I'm not picking any of the current regular managers. I'm going to go Corey Graves. I like that. That's a great answer.
Let's go Corey Graves. I'll be different.
That's a great answer. Oh, wow. That's wonderful. And who's the guy that you see yourself headlining with? Who is your edge to your John Cena? Who is that all-time rival that you take over the wrestling world with?
Someone that we could just bring out the best in each other. Man.
Yeah, it's a tough one. You got to decide, where do you want to go? Do you want to pick somebody who's just going to make you look fantastic? Like Neville, all you got to do is just stand there as he flips around you.
Right.
Would it be a guy like Ric Flair who would be so amazing that you don't have to worry about you becoming great? If he could take a bodybuilder like Sting and turn him into a superstar, imagine what he could do with you.
Right. Oh, my biggest rival. Damn.
It's a fun question.
Yeah, that is a fun question.
I could see you having a career-defining rivalry with a guy like The Undertaker for some reason. I could just see that. That'd be fun.
I thought about that, but
Or someone who's a polar opposite, like a Mankind type character, a Mick Foley, Cactus Jack. So it's something that you wouldn't, because I would like someone like that to bring out the hardcore qualities that you clearly have. That would be a lot of fun. And you'd be able to cut all kinds of fat slob promos on them, which would be great. How good would that be?
Oh, man.
But Seth Rollins wouldn't be a terrible answer for this either. You know?
Right. He's young enough. He's young enough.
He's young enough. You guys were already a tag team managed by Corey Graves. Might as well have the split.
Hey, if you guys want to, donate to my PayPal, I could go to Florida, go to the Performance Center. We can make that happen.
We can make this a reality. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the whole continuity storyline of Seth Rollins being your tag team partner, Corey Graves is your manager, and eventually you guys, Marty Jannetty.
We'll be the next Triple H and Shawn Michaels. Why
exactly.
not?
There you go. I like that.
There you go.
The only difference between you and the Rockers is both Marty Jannetty and Shawn Michaels would go off into the stratosphere in this one.
Right.
That'd be great. So I like that. I got one more question, Jeffy. You ready for it?
Oh, I suppose.
You're balancing college and YouTube, a real fucking job, the whole shebang and bang. I call you two jobs. Holy shit. I always call you as one of the hardest working people that I know in my life. In fact, you're quite an inspiration to me on a lot of different levels. You probably don't even know it, but you are. What is right now, currently, the hardest thing going on in your life?
The hardest thing?
Yeah, what's the most difficult thing that you do?
Just finding time to do things I want to do. And when I do have that small space of time, like I don't want to do anything.
So it's that eternal struggle of finding time for yourself and then realizing when you have that time, all you really want to do is just be.
That's the reason I don't get laid. I mean, I mean,
fair enough.
I mean, when I have like an hour of nothing to do, I'm just like, I'd rather just go sit on my couch and watch YouTube, MLB, WWE, stuff like that.
Just take some Jeff time. I feel you. Yeah. There you go. Good answer. I like that. Yeah. Well, those are your 5 questions, and you answered them brilliantly, and I am much satisfied. You've brought me great satisfaction, Jeffy. So as the contract stated, now you get to flip the tables and you get to ask me whatever one question that comes across that devious little mind of yours. What do you got for me, Jeffy?
Okay. All right.
Oh boy.
Since you started doing your thing here on YouTube, about 3 years ago? 2 years ago.
2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago.
Yeah,
this month, September.
Math wasn't my strong subject.
That's okay. It's all right.
Math depends on the teacher, children.
That's right, yes.
And I, 2/3 of the time, not good. Not good. But, since you've been doing your thing here on YouTube the last 2 years or so, how has it changed your life? Like, off camera as well as on camera?
That's a really good question. I've been doing podcasting for longer than I have been YouTubing. I've been podcasting for 5 years, been YouTubing for 2. I think the biggest thing that's changed me is between the interactions that I've had with certain people, whether it be the Cronin years, knowing some of the other people that I've known and everything, seeing myself differently. When I started here on YouTube 2 years ago, I was still closer to 400 pounds. So seeing myself on camera was not an easy thing, especially when I started. I was over on a couch, a very low-tech setup. I mean, not like this is the highest tech setup in the world, but now things have changed.
It's mine.
I like your hat setup. I like all the hats. Nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, that's the highlight of my setup. I have hats.
You're the hat man. I personally like that. But seeing myself change physically, the actual physical change that I see all the time is probably the biggest impact that I think that it's had on me, is because what I started 12 weeks ago almost, when I decided to take my shirt off and just, bear everything that was going on in my life, because I knew I needed an extra boost to start losing weight and taking my life a little more seriously. Almost a year ago to the month is when I had my stroke. I had a very small stroke, and it kind of messed me up. Mentally. It just kind of messed with a lot of confidence things and many others. And so 12 weeks ago, I took off my shirt on camera and just was like, okay, this is who I am. And, and since that point, I've lost almost, 35 pounds, and I'm really proud of that. So I think the accountability of YouTube when you really look at yourself from an introspective standpoint, and you have to really look at your actual video and see that's who you are, it's a lot different than just going, God, I'm fat, I need to lose weight. When you actually see how bad things have gotten and it makes you make that change, I think that's probably the biggest gift that YouTube has given me, to be completely honest.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, we need to add the violins and shit. It'd be wonderful. Yeah, so
the world's smallest violin.
Right.
SpongeBob.
Poor little fat man. Stop eating. That's it, you big bastard. You know, usually that's the response I get. But yeah, I think that's about that. You know, I love YouTube. I love what I've been able to accomplish. So it's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun. Jeff, I appreciate it, man. I think that was wonderful. Good job on your
Thank
5
you.
random questions. How was your experience? Was it good? Would you recommend it to a friend or a lover?
Oh, absolutely. Well, a friend, because I don't have lovers, but
I knew you'd make that difference. There you go. So there you go, man. Make sure you check out Jeff the Huff over at GrandSlam87, and of course right here on Dead on Day Productions, as well as Shot from the Point. You should have already watched him tonight. Shot from the Point Live, him, Real Talk, Tommy C. They got into Colin Kaepernick's ass. It was amazing. Yeah, can you believe that Tommy said that? Oh, remember when, Jeff, that you said that amazing thing that you said? That was amazing. That was great.
it was, it was pretty funny, and it might cost me my job.
It might. Who knows? So you heard it here first, or actually second. But still, regardless, make sure you check that out if you've yet to do so. Thank you for checking out Random 5. If you want to be on this show, hit me up on Twitter at DeadOnDayV or in the comments section. Tell me what you do. What's the reason that you want to be on a show like this? This isn't just for any schmucks saying, hey, ask me about college, bruh. I want to hear what you actually have. I want to see your story. There has to be a story to be told. And if you have one, 5 random questions is the place for you. All right? Thanks, Jeff. I appreciate it. You are the man as always.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, guys. You guys have yourself a good day. Enjoy the rest of the content going on within the channel. We'll see you next time right here on Dead on Day Productions. Like, subscribe, and share. And as always, if you don't have talent, have talented friends. Keep it copious, folks. See you next time. Peace.